Well, a Sacramento artist whose murals you've probably seen is opening a brand new studio.
He's going to open up to fans once a month, and super fan Ashley Williams is checking out what there is to see, maybe finding some art for her house.
Hey, Ash.
Yes, well, here's what's interesting. Usually when you guys do what we call tosses to reporters, oftentimes it makes no sense. Like, our resident, I don't know, alcohol lover doesn't make sense for me, right? But it makes sense in this very moment because I actually am a super fan, right? Actually, and I do like alcohol. Let me re-workshop that and come up with something that does make sense. But I am a super fan of Mr. Raphael Delgado. I know exactly. I felt that lightning strike, Cody. Raph, so good to see you.
It's great to see you.
Yeah, you know, right before we went live, I was telling you there are certain artists, specifically in Sacramento, that the moment you see the work, you know exactly whose it is, and that's what makes you so special to Sacramento. We know your work, and it's so exciting to see your new space and be in this kind of creative space where you come up with this inventive art. Tell me about just the new space.
So this is my new studio. It's my private space where, you know, what you're seeing is a pretty broad survey of what I enjoy doing. I'm right here in the heart of the arts community, and I'm just getting geared up for First Friday, where I'll be, you know, hosting an event. So,
you know what I love most about your story, outside of the fact that you're brilliant in everything that you touch, but in this particular building, guys, right next door is your dad's frame shop. So this makes it extra special, a little father-son duo.
Absolutely. I grew up in framing. My dad's a custom picture framer. So behind every piece is me and my dad kind of arguing a little bit.
Yeah.
Trying to find the perfect frame. But yeah, it's museum quality framing.
At least that's what you're arguing about, right? Of all things, I would say that's probably the better thing to argue about. So First Fridays every month is your opportunity, if you're watching at home, to come in, meet Raphael, and do some in-house shopping. That's not something that could just often happen.
Yeah, you'll be, you know, you meet the artist, hear what we're talking about, hear our ideas, and, you know, we're unveiling always new work. These are all new releases. And I'm just, you know, honored to be a part of this arts community. So supportive.
Yeah, so obviously you're constantly growing, you're constantly building, you're constantly coming up with new concepts. So I want to talk about the collage piece because you said right now, you said, Ash, I'm so into collages. Yeah. Tell me about this piece.
I just love collages right now. You know, sometimes it's a little rough around the edges and you find the beauty in these unrelated things, and you know, the glue, with a little glue, a little love, you make it look good.
You make it look good. And what's unique about that piece, as we kind of walk down, but what's unique about that piece, those are pieces of different pieces that you've done that you've then collaged together.
Yeah, it's all my own artwork from different time periods. So in each piece, it spans maybe 4 or 5 years. I mean, that particular eye was, you know, from a drawing book, and then I just kind of made it together.
Yeah, so about 30 seconds, but one thing you are noticing too on the walls are branches. This is not just decor, this in fact is artwork that is also for sale. You said this is the city of trees, so why not take something that has fallen from a tree and turn it into art? Take a look at this, and you could kind of further explain before we wrap it up. It took Raph 8 months, 6 to 8 months to create that piece, specifically to bend it.
Yeah, it's just, you know, with a little love, you can do a lot with a branch, you know.
That's crazy. So you took that branch and bent it in 8 months. I mean, that just, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, there's a lot of time thinking about it too.
Yes. Do me a favor, why don't we sign something? We'll end with that because, you know, it's so cool to see something like this. If you want a personal piece, and then of course have it signed by Mr. Raphael Delgado, you could do that every first Friday of the month, kicking off this Friday. What's your address if people want to get more info?
1200 S Street, and that Art by Raphael on Instagram. Slide through those DMs if you want a private appointment. So otherwise, I'll see you Friday.
That's right, slide through those DMs. So cool, so good to see you.
It's my pleasure.
All right, and don't think that you can just grab a branch, by the way, and do what he does with it. I mean, you can do something, but it ain't gonna look like this, right? Yeah, thank you, absolutely. All right, guys, back on over to you.
Thanks, Ashley.